Hey healers, it's the moon message. There's the moon. I can't grab it. It's the moon message. The message that's coming through is about relationships. It's saying to clean up any issues that you have going on in your relationships. Take responsibility for your part. Take accountability. Your relationships matter. The people that you love matter. Going through ups and downs with them is normal. A lot of people that have been conditioned to abuse don't really understand the ups and downs of relationships. So it's okay to disagree with somebody. It's okay to even have an argument or a fight with somebody. It doesn't mean that you're in danger. It doesn't mean that you're not safe. It doesn't mean this is a bad person. It's just about calibrating yourself to safety and orienting towards comfort and safety and stability, instead of having chaos and panic and abuse and bad things be your normal. A lot has changed in your life because you've done work to heal. Like you've really worked hard to heal, but the relationship aspect is still lagging. It still leaves a lot to be desired. It's a lot to do with your own personal safety and how safe you feel within your body, because you can't expect someone else to come along and make you feel safe when you already don't feel safe. That's a you issue. That's an internal issue, and a lot of times people put these issues on partners, but this is really not the season for that. Everybody's got a lot of weight on their shoulders as it is, and your partners can't handle the extra weight that you may be putting on them by not handling your own issues. So I know everybody's doing their best, and it's time to kick it up a notch and just go a little deeper and really explore, like, what is this abandonment wound? What is this rejection wound? What is this wound of not feeling good enough and like being way too much or never being enough? And this light of this full moon is really clearing a lot of these things out. This is the mother wound. This is the wound of not getting enough love from your mother, even like not even being able to breastfeed long enough. So for most of humanity, like, even our physical structure is different than it was 100 years ago when people breastfed their children for a lot longer, more regularly. The fact that people stop breastfeeding early so they can go back to work and they're pumping instead of breastfeeding is it's changed the actual bone structure of humanity. It's like it's made our jaws weaker, our facial muscles are weaker, and this actually has an impact on our heart and our ability to vocalize what's on our heart. There's always this gap between like what is felt and what is said. And there's a longing that majority of people in our society currently have to go back to the womb and to go back to the mother and to go back to suckling on the mother, and that this was taken away from people, that they didn't have this. It's a gaping wound in the majority of people. Men, women, it don't matter. Everybody has a mother wound and everybody has a father wound. It's even present in people who had a close upbringing with their parents, if you can imagine. So if you didn't have a close upbringing with your parents, or there was anything that interrupted it, this is something for you to really explore and dig into, and it's gonna make a huge difference in your relationships. What the hell is that? I don't like the sound of that. It's gonna make a huge difference in your relationships when you look at this mother wound. Just the you didn't get to breastfeed long enough. That was taken from you. That nourishment was taken from you. Everything that so many people are about right now is reversing these curses, these generational curses of not having enough love from your parents. this actually affects people so deeply. And the fact that people are constantly told to just get over it and move on, and it was a long time ago and you're grown now and you should be fine. And it's like these foundational experiences, when you actually go, like I'm somebody that works with people closely, healing, listening to things, seeing things that happen to them, going deep into their unconscious with them. And these are wounds that have really hurt people. They didn't get enough love from their parents. So you think, oh, that baby doesn't remember that. They absolutely do. Everything that happens to us, we remember. Babies actually remember what happens in the womb. It's just that so much bullshit gets piled on top of that it gets buried, and so it gets forgotten, but it's still in there. When you uncover those layers and you go deep enough down in there, it's still in there. So this full moon is actually like, it's called the Cancer full moon, but it's actually like giving me more of an energy of Aquarius, of detachment. The zodiac, like something is changing within the zodiac. It's as the previous calendar is like becoming less relevant. There's a new calendar taking shape, which is an ancient calendar. It's a version of an ancient calendar, but I don't know it. So it's something that's still to be discovered. There's a lot right now that's on the horizon to be discovered. And what's interesting is that a lot of people will judge other people's knowledge based on the things that they say or that they talk about or what they know about or like the things that they have memorized. But this is not an accurate way to measure others' knowledge. The accuracy of their knowledge comes through like the applied experiences that they take the knowledge and apply it to. And every person has their own pieces of the puzzle that matter. Anybody that's trying to ride somebody else's coattails is gonna get dropped off looking stupid. Don't do it. Really forge your own path for yourself at this time. And again, like, don't discount the value of your relationships. It's not about changing yourself or being who they want you to be, but it's just about like really allowing yourself to be you and be loved for that and not be so afraid. Relationships is the true value that you'll find in life is in your relationships, not your money, your wealth, or your status or anything else. But first you have to have that self-security and self-sustaining stability so that you can actually have authenticity of your relationships instead of relying on people because you need them for financial support or emotional support or anything else like that. It's a different feeling when you can connect in without needing anything other than the enjoyment of each other's company and the opportunity to share that space and that support. And it's changing for a lot of people because you can see like your upbringing and how that trained you to be with other people or feel about other people versus like how you really want to be with them and feel with them. It's just a slow process, slow and steady wins the race. You just keep going, you just keep doing it, and it's something that's constant and consistent, and you really can't let anybody stop you. So that's the message, healers. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, say mashallah, tell me how it resonated, let me know, tell a friend. Much peace, may much peace be with you. Don't forget to look within before you point the finger at everybody else. And show yourself that same love that you share with others. You deserve it. Okay. Peace. Masalama.